Welcome back to another video, guys. It has been a couple days since we've been back from Marissa now, and I figured I'd finally show you guys where I'm staying here in Colombo. So we were pretty lucky to get this apartment through our aunt who also lives here, so we were able to rent this out for a month. They don't usually do that, so we got pretty lucky in that sense. And also, it's right on Marine Drive, which is kind of like a ring road that goes by the ocean and leads all the way up to Gull Face and all those hotels up there as well. So it's a pretty convenient spot, and also it's a nice apartment with a pretty good view of the ocean from the roof. So let me go ahead and do a quick apartment tour here, and then later we are gonna go get a tattoo. That's right. So I figured since I'm traveling around Asia for the next couple months, I'd get a tattoo from every country that I've stayed in. And today is when we are getting our tattoo for here. But yeah, that's in a bit. Let me go ahead and show you guys this apartment now. So this is the front entrance right here. And then you walk in and you get your dining room with the nice dining set. And then you come over here and you got a little living space with a nice TV, some Wi-Fi that I have to reload like every week because we run out really quick, and there's no such thing as unlimited Wi-Fi here in Sri Lanka, which is very frustrating. And then we come out here, we got a little balcony area. Can't see much, but it's still nice to have. All right, so let's go over here to the kitchen. And then in here is where you got your little washing machine. And there's no dryers here, which is something I really have to get used to because you got to put it out on the clothesline. And it takes such a long time for things to dry. But, you know, that's how it is. At least we have a washing machine so I can do some laundry. Anyway, yeah, we don't use the kitchen much because, you know, we just go out and eat. And then we got some flowers here. Not sure what this is. It looks like another washing machine. And then we got a little fridge with some cake and some Milo in it. And yeah, so we come back out here and now we get to the bedrooms. So this is my bedroom. It's got a nice AC that's always on. And then over here is the bathroom. A small sized bathroom, but it's got everything you need, you know. It's got hot water. One thing I'm not a huge fan of is the way that bathrooms are built here, especially the older bathrooms, where they don't have anything separating you from the rest of the bathroom while you're taking a shower, which is pretty annoying. And also, if you do want hot water here, you gotta turn this little switch on, which turns on the water heater up here. So yeah, there's a couple things you gotta get used to, which I've gotten used to at this point. But yeah, anyway, here is the balcony area, which is nice to have. I'm not gonna open it. I just got some clothes drying out here. There's not much of a view. And yeah, there's the balcony. Got a little wardrobe sort of thing here. And then we come out and we got another bathroom with the same sort of shower style, just a little bigger. And then another bedroom over here, which is where my mom's staying, so it's a little messy. But yeah, you got a little better view here because there's not any walls obstructing you. And yeah, so that's the apartment. Both of the rooms have ACs in them, which is very important because, not to sound snobby, but coming from, you know, having AC all the time, it's really hard to sleep and just live without an AC. Yeah, so that was the apartment tour and where we've been staying for the last few weeks. It's a pretty good sized apartment. It's all we need. It's got everything we need: Wi-Fi, AC, you know, hot running water, and a roof over our head, most importantly. Also, I think it's about $500 for the month through my aunt. Obviously, we have to pay her friend. And you can find other Airbnbs and stuff for the month for around that price. So it's not like we're getting a great discount or anything. It's just that we're close to our aunt who's like right downstairs. So that's why we chose this place. All right, and let me show you guys the roof really quick. right, so here's the roof. It's pretty big. There's a nice little sitting area over here. This is usually where I come and hang out when there are power cuts. They did shorten the length of the power cuts a couple of weeks ago to just an hour, and then none on the weekend. But they've shifted back to an hour and a half in the afternoon and night again. So yeah, this is where I come, hang out, cool off when the power cuts happen. So there's the view of the ocean. It's absolutely gorgeous here during sunset because the sun sets over the water over here and you can see it perfectly. But I mean, the power cuts are pretty inconvenient, I'm not gonna lie. You can obviously go to like cafes and stuff, and bigger restaurants will have generators, but yeah, it just kind of gets in the way. And I know I haven't had to deal with like anything crazy like 6 hours long and stuff like that, but it is still inconvenient and it still happens. But you just kind of learn to live through it and, you know, find stuff to do. It just forces you to go outside and explore a little bit while it happens. Also, if that is something that bothers you, you can always go to a bigger hotel. Some of the hotels down here, there's a Radisson and stuff like that, the Hilton down there, and then some of the bigger hotels like that obviously will have generators and you won't have to deal with the power cut. So that's something you can always do, and I'm sure if you contact your Airbnb host and ask them, they'll tell you if they have a generator or not. So not completely inconvenient, but just gets in your way just a little bit. Alright guys, we are headed to the tattoo spot now, and I hope she lets me film it, but if not, I will see you after. Thank you. Change on. Yeah. Alright, so we're at the tattoo place, and I think it's up these stairs. Hello. Hi, Asheen.
How are you?
I'm good, how are you? Yep.
I'll do a small bit so you can see what it looks like. It's okay?
Mm-hmm.
After about 10 minutes, your body kind of gets used.
How long have you been doing this?
I think this is my 4th year. So I'm honestly very new to the industry, but I had amazing mentors. So they taught me really fast and really well. So yeah.
How'd you get into it?
Well, I've always loved art, but becoming an artist in Sri Lanka is so difficult because it takes years to build up a reputation, like as a painter or a sketcher or whatever.
Right.
And I was willing to wait that long.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, if I did wait, I probably would be a miserable failure right now. But yeah, my fiance had a friend who had another friend who was a tattoo artist, and he was like, "Hey, could you ask your friend if she's willing to take in an apprentice?" And he did all of this without even telling me, by the way. And she took a look at my work and she's like, "Yeah, sure, we can take her in." And I was like, "What? That's really me?" And yeah, since then he got a second mentor, and he's only 23 years old, by the way, and he is insanely talented. And he's a lot younger than me as well, but he has a very intense passion for art that I really appreciate. Mm-hmm. And it's pretty rare to find people who are that passionate about art in Sri Lanka.
Yeah.
And he put in a lot of effort to learn about tattooing as well, just by himself.
Right.
And yeah, he was willing to take me in as an apprentice, and I'm so grateful for that because he taught me so much. Whereas my first mentor, she pretty much helped me build a very solid foundation, and she taught me a lot of the basics. And the basics are probably some of the most important things to do. Especially when it comes to stuff like hygiene and everything. Like I take hygiene so seriously that like now whenever I'm home, I make sure that, well, I'm pretty much like a germaphobe now, to be honest.
No, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Like that's been like my number one, like what I've been like scared of to get a tattoo. Cause like
Right. Oh no, for sure. I mean, once you learn about blood-borne diseases and stuff, it's
yeah.
like, you can never go back.
Alright guys, so first tattoo in the books. And now we are just heading back to the apartment. Maybe we'll stop by and get some food actually. We're not sure yet. But here's the tattoo. You can't really see it right now because it has a little protective cover on it, but I will show you the finished product in a couple days when I can take it off. All right guys, so we're back at the apartment now, and I will kind of explain to you why I got this tattoo as well. You're probably wondering why I got a fish to remember Sri Lanka. So yeah, let me explain that. All right, so the reason I got this tattoo is because it reminds me of Sri Lanka. I'm sure some of you are confused, like it's just a fish. But this fish is the type of fish that my grandpa has in his pond. And it's a pond that we used to always go to and play in. Me and my brother would always go. We'd try to catch fish and just make a whole mess of it. And I'm sure traumatize some of the fish. But yeah, we always used to go there and hang out. And we just had a lot of good memories from there. And you know, they're getting older now. So I figured I'd get something to remember our childhood here in Sri Lanka, as well as my grandparents who live here. So the fish is actually called a swordtail. Their bodies are bright red, and then their tails are like solid black, and they look really cool. And they're little tiny fish that you just put in your pond. I think they're like native to like South America, so not even from Sri Lanka, but they just remind me of my grandparents and our childhood here in Sri Lanka and all the good memories that we used to have here before we moved to the United States. So yeah, that's why I got it. It's not something that you would see and assume is from Sri Lanka, but I know that it is, and it's a very subtle tattoo. It's not like an elephant or a tuk-tuk or something like that. But whenever I do go to my next destination in a couple weeks here, it'll probably be something more touristy like that you find in that country. So yeah, that was my day here. I know I didn't do a lot today. It was just kind of a chill day, and I'm also gonna edit some videos as well. And I didn't get food. I'm just gonna save it till dinner because I've been eating a lot when I'm not even hungry here. So I'm just gonna save some space for dinner, cut down on my weight because I've gained a bit of weight. And yeah, I will catch you guys on the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe, comment, like, and hit the bell icon so you know when I post next. The next video will probably be a food tour of some fast food areas and checking out some of the menus over here so we can compare it to the US. So stay tuned for that, guys, and have a good day.